2016 seems to be universally viewed as the worst year in recent memory. But for me, 2016 will go down as one of the biggest years of my entire life. I do find it disturbing that the year that I graduated high school turned out to be such a year for the rest of the world, but I'm sure that there's no connection between the two. At least, I hope that there isn't. The year definitely had its low points, but it's hard to appreciate the good stuff without experiencing the bad, right? We all survived the worst that 2016 had to offer, and now, I'd like to take some time to recognize the best that YouTube had to offer me in 2016. Before I begin, I want to clarify that this is not a list of my favorite YouTubers, although some of the entries to this list would definitely qualify for a list like that. This video is exclusive to YouTube channels that I personally was introduced to in 2016. I don't care if they've been making videos since 2006. I haven't been following them for that long. This also means that any channel that I subscribed to prior to 2016 will not be mentioned, no matter how good their content is. This is more so a love letter to 2016, rather than to the site as a whole. This list isn't in any particular order either, so it's less of a rankings list and more of an honorable mentions list. With that disclaimer out of the way, let's begin. Kicking off the list is the creator of Friday Night Nexus, Heel Diggy. Diggy's universe mode provides a refreshing alternative to the abundance of Raw, SmackDown, WWE shows that already exist. Instead, FNN provides an interesting mix of indie talent and WWE superstars like Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho. His commentary might not be the loudest or the most attention-grabbing, but the presentation of the whole show from the visuals to the storylines is top-notch. My favorite part of his series has to be the various repackagings that he has done with guys like Buddy Murphy, Wesley Blake, and of course, the Border Watch. If you haven't already done so, definitely give this guy a watch when you have the time. When it comes to commentary, there is no one better than Murph's YT13. Have a listen to this.
But it's another one! Kinshasa! Another Kinshasa! He's got him! Referee into position! Heyman beside himself! Yes!
Just in case you're not convinced yet, Murph's also has an amazing presentation that's filled with diverse attires and compelling storylines. He does an excellent job at structuring his shows in a way that keeps you invested throughout the whole show, yet he can still save the biggest mark-out moments for the very end. Even if you don't have the time, make some time and check out Murph's YT13. You won't regret it. Yes, there is a distinct pattern throughout these first three entries. Appealing visuals, strong booking, natural pacing. But what happens when you throw some PC mods into the mix and scramble the commentary? You get the king of botch style, Skino. I'm sure that most of you have at least heard of this guy before because, holy cow, look at dem views! But in case you haven't, Skino's universe mode is a really easy watch. Or at least it would be, if he could keep up with it. I'm sure that he has some real life obligations to deal with, but I'm an entitled internet fan, damn it. You know what? This guy has pushed me to the edge. If Skino doesn't upload that No Mercy Buried Alive match by the end of 2017, I am canceling Behind the Universe. This isn't a joke. So if you guys want Behind the Universe to continue into 2018, you need to go over to Skino's channel or his Twitter account and send him the hashtag #BringBackSkino. Also check out his videos, they're pretty good. Or in the words of AJ Smiles, they're phenomenal. Believe it or not, I do enjoy other things besides wrestling, which is why the final two YouTubers on this list have no relation to wrestling or wrestling video games in the slightest. If you're deathly allergic to anything unrelated to WWE on this channel, I'd suggest that you leave the video now. Are they gone? Good. Now I can talk about anime! 2016 was the year that I fell in love with analysis videos. I had already been following Mystere Fusion's Dragon Ball Dissection and Glass Reflection's anime reviews prior to 2016, but two things in particular renewed my interest in writing. A creative writing elective that I took in the first semester of my senior year in high school, and Digibro. After that, I fell into a rabbit hole of in-depth analysis videos that consumed a decent chunk of my year. If I hadn't stumbled across videos like Erased Was Never That Good and Why Hunter x Hunter 2011 Kicks Ass. Side note, it totally does kick ass, which is why you should totally watch it even if you're not an anime fan, but I digress. Behind the Universe would not have become a thing on this channel. In fact, This video is itself an homage to his top 10 YouTube analysis videos of 2015 video. That project actually does feature some other wrestling videos if you're interested in looking it up. If you are in any way interested in writing, I highly recommend his series called The Asterisk War Sucks. While the 12-part project doesn't explicitly give you advice on how to write, it does a fantastic job at emphasizing what not to do when writing. Even if you're not interested in the act of writing, this series can still give you a greater appreciation for the craft. If critical thinking isn't your cup of tea, then this channel definitely isn't for you, as a work like this can delve into incredibly minute details like defining the difference between a 1 out of 10 and a 1.5 out of 10. Like I said in the beginning of the video, only when you experience the worst can you truly admire the best. That's the story of my channel right there. If you don't like analysis videos, then you really shouldn't be here, because the final entry to this list is signing in from his mother's basement. It's Jeff Thu, professional shitbag. That's his actual outro, guys. Stop looking at me like that! Jeff Thu has made me look at show openings in a way that I never would have otherwise. His What's in an OP series does a magnificent job at underscoring the impact of visual storytelling, not just in terms of anime openings, but in terms of visual entertainment as a whole. He's also a comedic genius.
We're doing another Sword Art Online video. That's what this is.
This guy also has some of my favorite shilling in the history of anything ever. It's on the nose, and it's hilarious. The best way to shill is to acknowledge that you're shilling, and then continue shilling.
And yes, what you just saw there is the legendary double shill technique, which has been passed down through my family line for generations.
Don't stop what you're doing, Jeff Senpai. I love you. And that's my list of the top 5 YouTube channels I found in 2016. There was plenty of amazing content on this website over the past year, and I'm looking forward to whatever these guys do in 2017. I've put links to all of these channels in the description, but if you're interested in finding anything that I didn't cover, then there's a playlist on my channel page that includes all of my liked videos. You can also find all of my videos in that playlist because I'm a self-conscious leaf who needs to feel good about himself, or else a gust of wind will just blow me off of my foundational tree. If you enjoyed, I'd appreciate it if you could share this video in support of me, as well as all of the other guys who I mentioned in the video. Thank you all for watching, and as always, keep on YouTubing.